come on. Black 13, black 13, black 13, black 13. Ah, it's black. There's a 1 on the 3, but they're the wrong way around. It's actually black 31. Okay, you might be looking here thinking, oh, we're in Vegas. We're not. We're still at the Showman show in Newbury. And I'm here with Tom and Chris from Etherlive. How are you guys doing today?
Yeah, we're having a great day. Thanks very much. So today for us is all about not gambling on bad Wi-Fi. So we're encouraging people to go with Etherlive and have a great experience of event networks on site.
Do you know what? As a company, I think for me, I would invest in you guys because that's thinking outside the box.
We won #1 today. Won the prize #1.
Oh, okay.
So you're very lucky. You're on the best stand in the show. I mean,
congratulations.
Thank you.
I even brought you a bottle of champagne.
Yes.
Yeah, there you are. If you want, you can pop and spread in Chris's face. Right. So, who came up with the idea, the concept to kind of like?
Well, luckily he's not here at the moment.
Right, okay.
He's already left. So no, we came up with the concept because it's really difficult to present Wi-Fi as something interesting, but we want to make it a bit more fun for people. We want to get people on side, so it's just a bit of fun, really, so people understand what we do. Because if you get the Wi-Fi wrong or you get the internet wrong, really challenging at the event, as you can imagine. So.
Yeah, and even for me, even in a coffee shop, so if you go to Pret or Starbucks, the Wi-Fi, even in a coffee shop with maybe 13, 14, 15 people, it's not great. So how important is it to have good Wi-Fi? It's like people need it, don't they?
Absolutely. Well, what we find over the last we've been in industry now for about 10 years, what we found is that it's become increasingly more important. Now, payment systems, CCTV systems, the general working environment of the production, they all rely on having that great internet, that great Wi-Fi connection, and without that, the whole production really struggles to happen.
So what kind of events do you guys cover then?
So we work on a lot of the larger UK events, things like Barclaycard British Summertime on Hyde Park, or Bestival, or WOMAD. We also do a lot of work indoors, so a lot of hackathon events, a lot of large media centres where there is actually Wi-Fi in the venue, but it's not good enough for what the actual event needs, and so they'll bring us in to boost it up temporarily and then take it away again.
Right, so it's actually been a couple of years since I've been to a festival, believe it or not, and I think you guys are obviously, you're kind of the new craze coming in, setting up Wi-Fi. Yeah. So how good is the actual Wi-Fi if I was to go to BST? Is it super quick?
Yeah, it's super quick. I mean, that is exactly the classification. I mean, seriously, what we try and do is we try and work with the event to get them to commoditize what they're doing so they can make some money out of the Wi-Fi, whether it be for either sponsors or whether they work out some VIP arrangement. Because, you know, if it's on the production side, they've got to fund it, which we understand, but on the side of those who are attending, it adds to their experience of the event. So they want to post selfies, they want to use the app, etc. So we have to help them kind of just monetize that a little bit.
So do you think you guys are a different company to other event or internet providers out there? Obviously, how you've set up the stall, it's ingenious.
Well,
yeah.
As you can see. No, I mean, what we've...
This guy, he's really putting it out there, isn't he? He's really...
I've got to push hard. No, I mean, you know, for us, what we try and do Etherlive is we run on 2 different areas. We run on solid execution, so whatever the event wants to do, we're always about getting that foundation right, getting the real basics, the internet access, the great Wi-Fi, and making sure that's 110%, because without that foundation, the rest of the building will struggle. And the second thing is about innovation for us. So it's about every year working with the industry and saying, right, we've got the Wi-Fi now, that's great. Okay, what are we going to move on to? What's the next big thing, and how do we move the industry along with us? Because if we don't, we're all going to turn around in a couple of years and it's not going to be the type of industry we want.
Obviously, you know, you have to keep things a secret and keep things under wrap, but what is the next big thing? Can you tell us, or is that under your cap?
No, it's definitely secret. No, I mean, the next big thing we're seeing really is much higher data rates, so people using a lot more internet, and that's something that event organisers need to consider really early, because it takes time to get it right. You can get it in a rush, but it costs you a lot more money. And the second thing is monitoring the crowds and what people are doing on site. So looking at the movement, looking at where people stay, where they go, where they consume the content or the show, or where they go to the bars or whatever it is. It's about movement of people and controlling that and managing it, and then adjusting the footprint of the event perhaps to suit that.
You go to towns and different cities, and sometimes they get automatic connections to, I don't know, say if you're in one town, and the internet is always not that strong. Do you think we're going to come into a time when towns will provide solid, quick internet just for regular people on the street?
Yeah, I think they're going to have to, because, you know, we're getting to a position now where you can't do anything. You know, all the services, if we talk about our livelihoods, are moving to internet based. So if you want to get hold of the council, you've got to do it through an app, or you've got to do it through a website. So if they don't provide that service, eventually it's going to be really difficult. And of course, in terms of society, there's also a large group of people that don't have good enough internet at home, and they need to use a shared service. So the councils or the local authorities certainly will have to address that eventually, yeah. I think for events, that always means there's going to still be a requirement, because just like your mobile phone service today, it's good enough in the towns. When you get so many people together, you'll still need that additional amount of support. It's very similar to audiovisual or sound systems. 10 years ago, you know, these days you need to bring in a better sound system because you've got so many people together. If it's just 5 people in a room, you'll get by with you're just shouting or whatever. So.
Okay, so you guys are paving the way for internet connectivity in public areas, and I just have to get your award and bring it closely to the camera. Look at that, exhibition stand #1, gold place for Etherlive. Well done, lads. And hopefully lots more people come and gamble on your roulette table tomorrow. Didn't win the brew dog though.
Not today.
So I mean, if there's one downside to I'm only joking. Thank you very much, guys.
No problems.